Policy reforms has started to reflect in government finances in 2023 in terms of all deficits. There have been notable improvement in, on one hand, the tax collections, revenue collection, as well as some management of expenditure, and also with debt restructuring. I think there's a significant improvement. And also last year, government has been able to record, compared to expected, small deficit. That's a significant improvement. And also on the other side of the reforms, not only the fiscal, the cost-reflective pricing mechanism, especially in the utility area, especially managed provided by state-owned business enterprises, mainly CPC and electricity. That's also an important reform that was introduced by the government last year. The government successfully completed the domestic debt optimization operation, as you all know. And also in relation to external debt restructuring, agreements in principle was reached with the official creditor committee and also with the Exim Bank of China for debt restructuring. At the meantime, good faith negotiations are continuing with other commercial creditors to reach an agreement in principle earliest possible within the next couple of months. While increasing the autonomy of the central bank Act enhanced accountability of the central bank in relation to its policy actions. Now, we are bound by an agreement signed between the Minister of Finance and the central bank to maintain Colombo consumer price-based quarterly headline inflation at 5%, subject to a tolerance level of plus or minus 2%, which means plus 7 and 3% broadly within that range. In line with our monetary framework, policy actions of the central bank would continue to be directed towards achieving its primary objective of maintaining domestic price stability while facilitating the economy to reach its potential growth. Monetary policy actions would aim at maintaining CCPI-based headline inflation at 5% as agreed to the government under the monetary policy framework that we signed last year for next 3 years. Currently, the monetary policy stance remains accommodative. As I already mentioned, we started easing cycle June last year. And the latest reduction of policy interest rates in November 2023 and further is entered a force in the near term because we saw that gradually inflation now ticking up because of some of the administrative measures. As a result, we have small pause at that point as we announced last time. This should also allow sufficient space for monetary policy transmission to take full effect and to prevent any undue pressures on the economy. So one of the reasons our policy actions have not been fully transmitted into the market lending rates. So we, during a pause period, we hope that there will be full transmission and then we can take stock of where we are in terms of outlook and then take next actions going forward. A change in the course of monetary policy action may not be warranted as inflation expectations remain well anchored. Although underlying inflation demand pressures remain subdued, still we see demand pressures is subdued. Central bank will remain vigilant of any development that could challenge inflation outlook so that monetary policy action can be proactively taken to ensure that domestic price stability is maintained, which is most important.